it can't be God, it can't be that Jesus was 100% man, 100% God, on the third day rose again to life, then you've got to come up with some other explanation. And yet I would argue before you today that based on even just the evidence we looked at this morning, just a piece of the evidence, that even the most logical explanation is that the resurrection is true. That every other theory fails. And the only reason you would dig down to try to come up with some other theory is because you are bound and determined for there to be a natural explanation. You see, the mental is one aspect of coming to Christ, but the heart is the other aspect. And we can explain those mental barriers. We can answer questions, and apologetics can be great for bolstering our faith, and I hope yours has been this morning. It can also be great in tearing down some of those mental barriers and things people hold up as I'm not going to turn to Jesus because of this, and we can explain some of those things. But saving faith is still a matter of the heart. That we can explain the head knowledge, but to believe in what Jesus did on the cross, to admit that I'm a sinner and I need to pay for my own sins, and the only possible way for me not to have to pay for my sins and spend eternity separated from God in a real place called hell is by trusting in Jesus Christ for salvation. That according to the scriptures, both predicted and promised by Jesus and then backed up by the evidence that he died, was buried, and rose again, proving that he had the power over sin and death.